or number 25, Annette Kennedy. I went from being in constant pain every day to stepping on stage for a bodybuilding competition. My journey with pain has been a long one. It started when I was a teenager. It wasn't constant, but it was frequent, with sciatic nerve issues and pain during sports. As I got older in my 20s, the pain just kept getting worse. I saw doctors and they insinuated I was a hypochondriac. They couldn't figure out what was happening. And then as my 20s progressed, it just kept getting worse and worse, to the point that I just wanted to know what it was like to be pain-free for 1 minute of my life. Just 1 minute. What's up, Coach? Long time no see.
Hey, Annette. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you too.
A couple weeks away from competition. How have things been this week, nutrition-wise?
They've been good. I have stayed on track and enjoyed my variety of meals and have not had any hunger or fatigue. So it's been fantastic.
Awesome. So yeah, sticking to schedule like always.
Yeah, I try.
Hitting your calories and macros.
I do try.
So my first response when Annette told me that she wanted to compete was definitely excitement. I was really happy for her, and I was shocked but not shocked at the same time, because I knew that going into that year, she set really big goals for herself. She called it like the year of me. She had so many reasons to give up on her journey and to not stay consistent. And I knew that she wanted to pursue something really great. However, I did not know that it was going to be to that extent.
A bucket list item I had was to do a bodybuilding competition. I had originally, back in 2015, looked to do that, had a trainer, all the things, but my pain was too much. I put on a pair of heels and I was like, this is never gonna happen. Like, I couldn't even wear them for like 5 minutes.
Take a breath in. Hold it. Okay, breathe out.
In my 30s, the pain got really, really bad again, to the point where I had to do something. So I finally, found a rheumatologist. And after several more rheumatologists, because the process is really challenging, when I was in my early 30s, I finally got officially diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis. At that point, I was in just constant pain that the days were almost unbearable. There would be times at 4 p.m. that I was just crying on the couch to my husband, like couldn't wait to just go to bed and start over, because it was just unbearable to like sit there another second.
I met Annette through a mutual friend's birthday party. Really didn't recognize the challenges that Annette was dealing with at that point. Early on. It wasn't till later in our marriage that the things that she was going through physically were progressing and getting worse and getting worse. And that low point was really when she was in a wheelchair.
How I most often described it was if somebody took a sword and jammed it down my spine, and I was walking with that all day, every day. I don't know how to put it other than you just want to die. Man, there were times when, the kids would want to go do something, and I would be like, I can't. Like, I just can't. And they would all decide not to go because I wasn't going to go. That was really hard.
It was hard seeing her struggle. It was hard really feeling helpless myself in how I could help. There just wasn't anything I could do with that. And it's this recognition of I just need to be here and do the best I can to support her in whatever she needs.
I've been working with Annette for 6 or 7 months, and when Annette came in, the thing that I remember most was just so much inflammation. When we were talking, you were telling me about all the things that you had tried in the past to improve your health, and you've tried like all kinds of things, so many different things. Your consistency is one of the key factors that help get that inflammation down. And you were telling me how much being on a vegan diet has helped you. Like, it's been life-changing.
Oh, I can't believe you're here. It's like very surreal.
I know, right? So crazy.
Yeah. So we got over there.
When Annette first joined VSA and became vegan, I don't know that I was surprised by it, to be honest with you. And the reason is because she's been working so hard at that time to find a solution to her health. And because of who she is, she was willing to do anything it took to get there.
I went through the best transformation from joining VSA. I went vegan and had no idea what I was doing. And so joining VSA, I immediately got all the resources that I could possibly need to understand what it means to be vegan, what my food options were. I had never heard of tofu. I don't know how I had never heard of tofu before, and now I eat it nearly every day. So I was able to dive right in, and within a month of joining VSA, I was walking like 15,000 steps and didn't want to die afterwards. It was incredible, being able to go from a very unhealthy state to being pain-free and, able to have my body do things that I never imagined were possible, never knew I'd want to do, has been incredible.
I know what it took for her to get from that point of being in pain from one day of activity to pushing herself every day for an entire year. And as this year has gone on, it's every month I feel like there's a new win of I'm doing more volume, I'm lifting more weight, I'm able to walk further. Whatever you decide to do within this community, everyone, including your coach, says yes. Yes, you can do that. And here's how we're going to do it. The community just doesn't believe that things are impossible because we see what's possible by what she's done.
Just about a year ago, I realized that I was no longer limited by pain and that I could dream again.
This competition is not a competition against others, but a competition of where you can take your own body.
I hope that she will remember all that she fought through to get to that point.
There's not a lot of people in the world that have the mental toughness and grit that she does.
Letter number 25, Annette.
There are so many lessons that I have learned from this transformation. One is obviously to trust the process. I have the most amazing coach who has led me through this journey every step of the way. I know that I'm in good hands and I can move forward.
I feel like she has taken on a brand new identity for herself. Just seeing her mental resilience along in her journey was so inspiring to see, and it made me so proud of her as a coach.
Fitness and health has given me my life back. There is hope out there. Hope always exists, and food is medicine. And I would encourage someone to keep trying. And for goodness sake, try to go vegan because it helps.